comrade. It's a great time having you. This Bismarck Osei Entrepreneurship lecture. Over the over the couple of months, we have some entrepreneurship lecture. Some of them focused on how the new trend of business, how to grow your business from a small scale to multinational. So, at the series, as I spoke to about this series, you're going to talk about how to enhance your risk minimizing abilities in entrepreneurial. So, we're going to have that series, and I want to remind you, I have a lot of books I've written on Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. When you go to Amazon Kindle and Gumroad, if you go to YouTube, I have a lot of motivation messages, system motivation messages like building yourself as a millionaire. Watch them, subscribe to them, send your comment. Also, go to YouTube, I have another channel. Your marriage will be a state of mind to war. Their teachings on dating and courtship and marriage. Watch them, subscribe to them, send your comment. Also, when you go to YouTube, I have another channel. Your marriage will be you have River from a Temple sermon. There are sermons there like the economy of God. The economy of God have these things. Watch them, subscribe, and send your comment. Also, if you go to YouTube, I have also academic video on economics like elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, price elasticity of supply. I have all those things for you. Also, have entrepreneurship lecture I've spoke to you about 15 minutes. How to create a new trend of business, how to grow your business from a small scale to multinational. So at YouTube, watch them, subscribe to them, and send your comment. We also have a lot of ebooks available at Amazon Kindle and Gumroad, like building a competence credit plan at $4. To be impossible to have this work without you $4. There is something inside you the world is in need of $4. Leaders of generation I think it's $5. Your marriage based of mind $5. Also have a book on entrepreneurship. Uh, how to ignite entrepreneurial agilities, also $5, $4. Go to Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. I have also building a source assembly millionaire $4, enhancing your risk taking ability $4, growing with a cloud of eliminaries and connoisseurs $4, enhance your decision making ability $4, enhance smarter a level of competition put together also $4. All these books are available on Amazon Kindle and Gumroad $4. Buy them for me. So the next 15 minutes, this is a series of lecture. This is one lecture out of then one out of three. So we're going to say I'm sharing with you enhancing your risk minimizing ability in entrepreneurship world. So you look at the introduction. So comprehensively, one of the greatest risks of all time is to reposition yourself to enhance your risk minimizing ability to face preponderance of risks in competitive business environment. We know that in the global world there are a lot of risks we face, and one of the greatest risks one of the greatest risks is to of all time is to reposition yourself to enhance your risk minimizing ability, because you're going to face a lot numerous colossal of risks in a competitive business environment. In as much as you face them, how do you build your agility to minimize this risk so that you'll be able to achieve what you hope to achieve? And people like Milton Savlin Hicks, an American chocolatier, businessman, and philanthropist. A man who company was Lacansta Caramel Company, was a mass production of who produced mass of milk cost chocolate over the period phase production restored during the World War II. In a mix of these, he understood that one of the greatest risks of all time is to confront these risks in this difficult time like World War II. And during that time, what approach did he operationalize? He developed a special melting bar for troops serving overseas to help increase production overseas. So, as I told you that whatever you dream to be, you want to be a business magnate, you want to be a billionaire. I always say I see a billionaire in you. One of the areas you have to be able to equip yourself with without any ambivalence, without any doubt, is to achieve that. And I shared the story that there was a man called Milton C.V. Hicks, an American chocolater, businessman, and philanthropist. And he was the owner of the Canster Camera Company, who was a mass production of milk chocolate. During the World War II, he faced production risks because World War II had a very adverse effect. And one of the things somebody will ask, and what are the things he did to ensure that he come out of that? One of the things he did was that he developed what they call a special non-melting bar for serving the troops that were on the World War II. and this helped to increase its overseas production, and that helped him. So in the same way too, you have to also reposition yourself, made your mind that indeed one of the greatest risks of all time is to reposition yourself to enhance your risk minimizing ability to face numerous risks, to face broader risks in a competitive business environment to achieve your dream. So overridingly, still on the introduction, overridingly, in the midst of competitive business environment, you need to be smarter than the whole level of competition and industry put together. Indeed, in the midst of these things, people are able to stimulate their waves with competitive, stimulate their waves with very leonized percent because they have understood what it means that in the midst of these risks, they can make themselves smarter than the whole level of competition put together to achieve something for themselves. And one of the very indispensable instrumentality that help them to achieve this is the ability to enhance their risk minimizing ability. Risk minimizing ability. So there are a lot of people in the global world, in the midst of these business competitive business environment where you have business collapsing, they understood that there is the need for them to make themselves smarter than the whole level of competition put together. And how did they achieve that? One of the ways that helped them to achieve it is to operationalize that instrumentality, working towards minimizing their risks in the business activity. You can think of a person like Louis Strauss, a German-born American businessman who understood that he has to be smarter than the level of competition put together by enhancing the risk minimizing ability. Louis Strauss Company established the Louis Strauss Company in 1853 at San Francisco in California. That was the first company that was producing blue jeans. So whenever you buy blue jeans, you see that they have written on it Levi Strauss, because that was the first company that started producing blue jeans in the global world. During that, even though during that time was the first company that was producing blue jeans, they faced a marketing risk of penetrating the market with their new product because that product was very novel. A lot of people were not used to that product, and for them to achieve something, they have to confront their marketing risks to see what they can achieve on that tangent. And for them, in 1871, so in dealing with the marketing risks they faced over the period, one of the things they did was that in 1981, he invented a way to strengthen work pants using rivets. He went into business with strokes that penetrated the market with a massive production. So as I told you, as I reiterated that during that time was the first company that produced blue jeans and that they faced the marketing risks. And how do we get rid of this market? How do we deal with this marketing risks? One of the ways was to, in 1871, to invent a way to strengthen the work pants using rivet on their blue jeans. He went into business with strokes that helped me to penetrate the market with massive production by being very innovative, being and strategizing his marketing production strategies, working in inventing a work patent using the revamp. It helped him to achieve that and get rid of that problem they were facing, that very unpleasant or monstrous problem. You can also think about something like that in whatever way, whether in production, in marketing, in finance, in cost, in wages, in employment risks, in government policy, legislation, whatever risks you face. Then you have to understand that one of the greatest risks is to reposition yourself to attenuate these risks that face you. Assertively, your ability to effectuate this will help you to leapfrog in productivity and efficiency, to transition with the global level of performance in entrepreneurial world. So, which will engineer your business with overriding sustainability, which will not be short-term story. So one of the things is that, indeed, assertively, you have to understand your ability to face or to minimize your risks will help you to leapfrog in productivity and efficiency to transition with a growing level of performance. So people are able to achieve something that's very palpable. They were able to do it. It didn't happen by accident. It didn't happen by chance. It happened because they understood what it means to minimize their risks, to leapfrog in productivity and efficiency, transition with a growing level of performance in the entrepreneurial world. If you dream, So if you can dream it, you can do it. To disengineer their business with overriding sustainability, and their results was not short-term stories. Some, if I say it's not short-term stories, some companies started about 155 years ago, 200 years ago. They are still very, very productive. We cannot be oblivious about that. How did it happen? It happened because they understood what it means to live up in productivity and efficiency productivity and efficiency when they transition to the global green level of performance in entrepreneurial by minimizing their risks in their business pursuit. Whatever they introduce 20 business, 100 business, in every business they try to engineer their business without overriding sustainability to minimize risks to their achievement when a short-term steroids. But it was a long-term result that helped them to achieve that. So I can tell you, I can share, like I can liken it to a company called Goldman Sachs company. It's an American multinational investment bank, financial services, the second largest investment bank in the world. The ability to enhance their risk minimizing ability has helped the company to live lock in productivity and efficiency, giving it that level of sustainability since its formation in 1869. That's about 155 years ago. Today, the company is the second largest investment bank in the whole world. During one of the risks they face, somebody will ask me, these Goldman Sachs you're talking about, what's some of the risks they are faced over the period during the financial crisis? Remember 2006, 5, 6, 7, 8. That started in US with the introduction of a new financial instrument like collateral debt obligation, collateral mortgage obligation, mortgage-backed security. During that time, American dream was to help every American to own a house, even if you are a lower or middle income earner. And remember at the point it bubbled. This affected a lot of companies. A company like Lehman Brothers that have existed for more than 150 years, it collapsed. In the midst of that financial crisis, Goldman Sachs company was able to still be a very robust bank and never was a, even though they were affected by this risk, but they were able to reduce it, or they were able to untwin the level of risks that made the company even existing today. Some of the what approach did they use? Strategically, they were strategical managerial through their strategic managerial capabilities in handling the mortgage-backed security. The mortgage-backed security was a security that was where they allow lower and middle income earners to own houses. After that, they put all those loans into form of security and sell it on the financial market. At the beginning, it was doing well. People were investing in it. There were a lot of investors. But the point, the price of house was going down, and that affected it. And this was something that had a very inimical effect. But in the midst of that, Goldman Sachs operationalized a strategic managerial capability in handling mortgage-backed security, and that helped them to stand very resolute in these difficult times. You can also wrap your mind around that, understand that indeed, I have a dream. I want to achieve something. And if I want to achieve that, one of the areas I have to understand assertively to effectuate is to always see how I can be very live in productive efficiency, see how I can transition the growing level of performance, like done by Goldman Sachs, an American multinational investment financial company, second largest investment bank. The ability to enhance their risk management ability has helped them live for the productivity with that sustainability for 155 years. With strategic managerial abilities in production, they are moving on from point one to point and achieving that. And that is something also you can also wrap your mind about around it and work towards achieving it. And these are things that are very important for us to work around. So I want to remind you, this is the end of first series. I think the series is going to have four out of 3 or 4 series. So this is one out of the first series. So I share with you minimizing your risks, in this entrepreneurial world. Lecture 1. I want to remind you, if you go to YouTube, I have a channel, your motivation, motivation must watch and subscribe and send your comment. Also, I have a channel, your marriage based state of mind. They're teachings on dating, course, and marriage. 15 minutes. Watch them, subscribe to them. Motivation must be 15 minutes, like building yourself like 7 millionaire. Also, I have sermons like Economy of God, My Secret Jesus. They're available on Amazon. They're available on YouTube. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also, I have a lot of academic videos in economics. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also, have videos on entrepreneurship, as I share with you today. I have also entrepreneurship videos like creating a new trend of business, growing your business from a small scale to multinational, like 15 minutes. Watch them, subscribe, and send your comment. Also, I have also a lot of ebooks. I'm not getting sales. I've written these books. I've been advertised on Facebook. I'm not getting sales. I know you helped me get the sales. Buy them for me. Bills like Billionaire companies, a credit plan $4. To be impossible to have this world without you $4. There's something inside the world that's needed of $4. Enhancing your entrepreneurial agility $4. Also enhancing your marriage based on money to $5. Leaders of generation against $5. Also have these books available also on Amazon. Can you download, buy them for me. Also books like building yourself as 7 millionaire $4. Enhance your risk taking ability $4. Enhance your decision making ability $4. Growing with a cloud of luminary synchronicities $4. Also smarter than the level of competition put together. All these books, I have a lot of books like If You Can Dream It, You Can Do It. A lot of books. Watch them, get them, read them for me. I'm counting on you guys. Plenty of books. I'm counting on you guys to get a sales. Help me to get that. So I'll bring you the next series when we meet again. Thank you for your time.